Hey, it's November 5th, I think. Fence came out great. I'm going to stain it. I'm not stain it. Clear coat it to prevent the wood from graying out like that. I'm going to let that gray out, and I'm going to keep the continuity here of the fence, or at least try. Created this little box to cover all the plumbing and the sprinkler system. Sort of clears the path, and we put a little plant on it. Makes it look nice. Anyway, next project is this land here. I'm going to put this artificial turf down here and run the artificial turf all the way to the back. Now, I had a bunch of estimates come in, 2 different companies. Right off the bat, they wanted anywhere from $8.50 to $10 per square foot. It came out to around $8,000 to $10,000. So I did my cost analysis on this turf and found some great varieties here. Three of the ones that I picked, and it came out to like the most was like $2.75 or $2.50 per square foot, which is about average, I guess. As you can see the difference. This here was a piece that a friend of mine actually brought down so I could get a look at it. Have this little patio section. I'm going to go down 3 inches and then leave about a ½ an inch so I could, when I put the grass down, the blades are 1 3/4 inches. So when it compresses, it should come to about the top of that, on that ridge. So I think that'll be pretty good. So I'm going to run this all the way back, bring it down 3 inches. I'm going to try to grade the land. I've never graded land before, so that's going to be a bit of a task for me as well. I have about 60 feet. They come in 15-foot linear feet sections, so it's 15 by 13. Those are the sections I need. I need 4 of them. In the end, this project should look pretty beautiful, hopefully. I'm dreading it right now, to be honest with you. I was told I have to leave a buffer for the root system so it can release gases and stuff, because the artificial grass will limit that. So I'm going to come out on a perimeter around the tree about 2 feet. Then I'm going to have to put maybe a perimeter or a stone or something and then mulch the inside. I got to figure what I'm going to do. Maybe a river rock or something, or maybe, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But it's going to come out about 2 feet all the way around. See how that comes out. In the back where that second air conditioner is, right after it, maybe right before it, I'm going to put another similar gate system, but only make it about 3 or 4 feet high, not make it a full 6, just so it's keeps the area, the continuity of the area intact. Tree stumps I got here, I started whacking them with the axe. I'm a little bit afraid of, if I don't go far enough down with the tree stumps, in time they will decompose. If they decompose and then become soft, it might actually sink the ground in these 2 areas here. So I'm going to have to dig out this root system here and see what I have and try to make a determination. Maybe I can lay some concrete over the root system and spread out so it limits the amount of drop that this thing will actually have in the long term. So I got my work cut out for me. I figure this will take me a good probably 3 days 3 days to do. All right, let's get cracking. Oh, also the tree, jacked the tree up about 1 foot. The overhang was hanging down, jacked it up about 1 foot. I got these rubber and these tie-offs. I'm going to throw the rubber around the neck and then try to tie it off to the header. I'm going to try to tie it off, find where the header is on this, try to get that tied into a beam over here. Anyway, good luck. Do my best. I'll show you the end results. Bye. Okay, I started digging out the grade down the 3-inch mark. I'm a little bit lower than 3. It's probably like 3.5, somewhere around there. Some parts 4. I got the line out and keep hitting and ripping up this. Had 2 tree stumps over here that I've been fighting with, but luckily that axe is pretty good. I've been trying to get as low as I could with them, below grade. Figure out what I'm going to do after that. I think I did like 5 or 6 wheelbarrows already. I'm dumping it in the back over there. Got to level that out later. Hopefully, I'll get this area pretty clear, pretty level. I got to work on this other stuff. But yeah, it looks good. I've been trimming it out. Got it down over here. So it's looking pretty good for now. Over here, prepping the groundwork for the artificial turf. Coming all the way back to the second air conditioner here. Putting a little doorway in. There's going to be a nice little fence here. Artificial turf from this green patch all the way to the front gate. Going down about 4 inches right now. I'm going to have to level that, cut these pipes, seal them up. Just about completed this this part of the installation. Just got a little bit more to do, and I'm going to level this out, throw the decomposed granite down, and level that with a little bit of a pitch from the house to the outside, so we get the runoff. I'm going to throw some rock in here along the perimeter to allow for extra drainage for the at the basin of the house, so we don't get a water buildup ever in case we get like monsoon rains over here. We'll get better drainage along the perimeter, and hopefully it'll run this way. I also have a drainage over here, a sewer line. I'm going to throw some rock, bedrock around there, throw a little screen on the inside in case the water level runs up high. I'm going to have it drain off into there on the other side of the air conditioner as well. Just got a couple things. Do the plumbing also from that, if you can see that irrigation system out there in the front. It's actually running back here. We're trying to locate the actual connection. Going to have to do that as well. Finalize that connection to the irrigation system back here, or can't. We're going to have to run another line, tap into the electric, and get moving from there. Coming up as well is we're going to run an electrical outlet from the junction box here, coming out of the house, along the basin, around here, wrap it around the corner, and put a 2-prong GFI outlet on the exterior of the house over here, then run a second one down over here to the other side, somewhere around here, so when you have your fountain, your couches and everything out, you can actually plug in and have a nice little electric outdoor. If we're going to put a 2 outlet 4-prong 8-prong outlet box over here. Also, you could plug into that and actually light up the trees if you want for Christmas or holidays. Maybe do some decorative stuff around here as well. So here's the phase 2. Phase 1 was putting up that fence, creating and building the fence, and sort of coming together. Bye. Hey, this is the renovation of the side yard. Finished the Japanese style sliding fence here. Created a little table to cover the irrigation system. Basically retrofitted it in, and graded the yard to get ready for the artificial grass. There's going to be a 3.5 inch decomposed granite that's going to go down here. Also set up electrical over here. It's two outlets, and then one under the in the little foyer section there. There's a one outlet, both connected in parallel, so one trip, so it doesn't take the whole thing out. They're each getting jacked back into the house electrical. Worked on this over here. Put a barrier around the tree. Gave the tree enough circular top side so it could get water, and the rooting system can also release CO2 and breathe. Over here, sort of took off the topsoil. Got to do a little more cleaning over there. Raised the tree by connecting a cable system to the house over here. So actually raised the tree about 3 feet. Tree system was about 3 feet lower, overhanging the path, blocking the path. So instead of cutting the tree down, we maintain the beauty of the overhang. The flowers, the purple flowers, are coming back now with it getting more sun. Also, we have a irrigation system set up in here. This is going to be set onto the tree as well for a drip feed set into the that irrigation system right there. It's going to hit at the same time. Added a little bird feeder there. Going to the back, dug up the drainage and repositioned the cap. Also, instead of capping that off, went out and got a different type of cap with a grate system on the top, which is going to go right here on the top. So if it ever floods in the area, I surrounded it with rocks as well, so the drainage is a lot faster with the rainwater. It'll fill this thing up and then start draining all the water into that drainage cap instead of being capped off and filling. So back here, this has all been graded. There's going to be a slight pitch, 1/4 inch from the side here to this side, so the water's going to run on a little bit of a slope, barely visible to the human eye. Just putting in this fence system back here as well. Put it right before the air conditioner, so in the summertime the fence will block the noise of that AC unit. Also, this is going to be double doors, sliding doors. There's going to be that's just we cemented these in today. 4-footer, little 4-foot posts, sliding doors both sides, similar to the design on the front. Also, the irrigation system in the back here has been fixed. It was initially over here. That's been dug out, and put another one over here, and it's along the border, so this foliage and everything in the back here would get water now. And also the tree irrigation, the tree also gets water at the same time. So that's basically this project right now. Next, we're going into the decomposed granite. I'm going to go with I think 3.5 inches decomposed granite, maybe 4 for this, and then the artificial turf goes right over that. What else did I miss? I don't think I missed much, but anyway, I'll show you the completed project in just a bit. Second part of the process is putting down this DG, decomposed granite. As you can see, we're wheelbarrowing it down on the on the dirt. It's going to make a base drainable as well. So we're working on that now. I'll get a shot of the DG outside. It's about 9 yards of DG and 2 yards of sand. It's going in that spot. Setting it up now. Alright, Tracy here. So I'm at the yard, finished putting down the decomposed granite. Had to use some of the sand that's going to be laid on top of the grass to hold the grass down and actually have the grass stand up. So I've got a lot more than I was supposed to with the sand, just for precautionary reasons, and we actually needed it. As you could see in various spots, I had some leveling we had to do over here. It's looking pretty good. Rolled out the whole thing. So next part is basically getting the grass itself, and I'm going to lay it out in the yard in the back here in sections, and then let it acclimate a little bit, and then turn around and carry it over and place it in the sections that we need, one at a time, and then I think we'll be good from there. Also leveled out the yard area there. I got the sprinklers working, and pretty much good to go. Tracy here again, and we're in the installation part of the artificial turf. Sort of had to lay out the decomposed granite. Had to use some of the sand. We had some more of the sand. It's not a playground sand, but it's a more of a grainy type of sand used in construction. So we had to use some of that to sort of level off some of the low spots. But I think we're ready to go right about now. There's some dips, but as we go along, I'm going to use the sand to level off some of the areas so we get a nice flat surface. And also with the pitch coming away from the house, to get the water to pitch away from the house. I don't think you could see it, but that's the way it's set up here. Anyway, we got the grass. I got 3 more of those in the back, 15-footers. So we're ready to roll with this, and we'll get you through the process, and hopefully maybe I'll put some music to it and you can enjoy yourself. Bye. Alright, so we're working on the perimeter of the fence, and the fence is not exactly 100% straight, so it's bowed a little bit because it was pre-existing. It had a little extension. So we were able to tuck the perimeter, as you can see here, under the border, but over here, because of the bow, we ran into a problem, so we brought it across. It has to be cut, and then using these little crowbars, using a little crowbar you could get at a store for a couple bucks, we're putting it under the perimeter of the fence, under the border that was put on there, and so we'll show you the end result. Ran into some low spots over here as we were trimming out the grass. So with the extra sand I got, we added the extra sand in the spots, try and make the ground more level instead of a little bumpy. So got a little I think like $12 hand stamper there from Home Depot. Helps out a lot to compact it. just cut the grass out on the sides here. We're ready to finalize the trim and basically stick it in the perimeter. It's really easy cutting the back of this, like really easy. We're just using these razor knives, and just got to take your time with it. Basically, with the sides, we flipped it up and brought it down so this is actually flush with the ground and the raising of the grass. These blades are 1 3/4 inches on the height. So when these things are nailed in there, it'll have the height and it'll clear the sides, and it'll look like an even trim. Over here we just notched it out, shoved it underneath the stone. Now all we have to do is cut the little bit off the trim for to match the border. Alright, we came up to the tree now. The other section's in. So we're doing a measurement from the tree, and we laid the grass out the way it's supposed to be, and we're going to make the measurement onto this. Cut a seam here, and then cut the perimeter out here, and then basically adjust the perimeter after the fact. So what we're doing now is making the seam cut, and then we'll have to do the perimeter of the tree and lay it in. Alright, we got the third 15-footer down right up to the where the new fence is going to be on the back end. I just laid it out, cut the sides, and just need to cut the perimeter and then get it down. Still got the seams match up pretty good. It's looking pretty good. We got a huge piece in the back there still. I don't know, I'll figure out what I want to do with that, but this is looking pretty good. Just some detail work needs to be done with some of this, but other than that, it's not too hard. They're back here with the installation of the grass. Basically, everything's cut out, pre-laid the nails along the perimeter and throughout the entire project. Every nail is put on the body 2 feet apart. Sometimes it's like 1.5, depending if there's a little bit of slack in there. Like you can see a bit of a ridge right here, so there's an extra line of nails right on that thing. You can see the nails scattered across, going right to the end. You can see right now the seams. Had to do the PL yesterday and let that thing dry on the seams here, and up there. You can still see them, but once the grass is raked up, I got a broom from Home Depot, $10. Once I straighten up the bristles and I put the sand down, fill it with sand, all the bristles are going to be up and you won't even notice the seams. Got to do some work over here. Got some mulch and some going to put a piece of that brown pressure treated wood across here to finish off the border. Small yard project. It's, useless space as it was. Now it's nice little seating area, fire pit, little area for the kids play around over here. And next thing is I just got to keep nailing all this down, and I'll keep you filled in. Just want to note one thing with the PLR and with this right here. Basically, you're going to go as close as you can to the fibers of each part. I got a piece over here as an example. Here are the nails, 5-inch nails that you're going to be putting down. Got a box, 50-pound box. So here's the seam. You want to get as close to that as possible. So on both sides of the seam. So when you butt that up together, it's almost the width, the normal width of the regular between these two. See the ones before it? So you want to sort of keep the widths around the same when you do your cuts. And when you lay it, they should lay basically side to side. Nothing should be overlapping. Should lay side to side. You're going to have a problem with like the grass coming over like that. So when you lay it, you just put it, hold it, and then run it down with your fingers on both sides so it lays flat. What I did with the PLR, I actually put it in about an inch in. I didn't do it right on the line because I was afraid that the fibers from the other side would actually get the PLR, and it's white, and get it on here, and then I'd screw up a whole section. So I put it in, and then I nailed it along the perimeter on both sides to make it work. You'll see it, I guess. If you're doing a project like this, you might see other ways to do it, but I think that's going to work for me. Over here, you could see, like, this is standing up a little bit. You can't even barely see the seam right now. All right, I'll keep you informed. Okay, we got all the nails in. And my lovely assistant there, basically using the brush to straighten the bristles up. As you can see, I'm going to straighten the bristles up, and then I'm going to blow and vac all the leaves off before we put the sand down. See, we got a lot of grass blades from the cutting of the sections out that are loose on top, so those are going to be all sucked up. We're going to get that out of there. As you can see, are hard at work. There you go. Put some back into it. A little bit of back.